Doing now, Beis Hashem is Bar Daf Samach Umad Aleph, and we're going to the Gemara after Halacha Gimel. Talk the Gemara. Only Rabbi Yochanan. Late, we didn't do this already. We're going to the next ticket. Rabbi Lazar Shem Rabbi Yishia. Tanai Bezen he. She has a mafresh pesach, a mafresh ma'isa. Mamana oisa shaloi amas yaitz l'chul malei. This is the rule. The rule is that if a person he says this whole behavior should be hagdish for Pesach. Another guy has money, he prepared $100. So what happens? The person with the money can give for the guy with the Pesach, and the moors go at l'chum by themselves. This is like going to explain how it works. The money is hagdish. How does the money go at l'chum? You can say two ways. Either that the money, the easy way to say is that it's like a tanai in the money. I'm only magdish the money until I find somebody. It's like a hegdish lisman. As soon as I find somebody, that's when it's the hegdish should be nifka. The main question is how the money that's hegdish goes at l'chum. Because the guy that receives the money, he can do whatever he wants with the money. He can buy himself a chair, a bed. So how does that work? Either you say that the person that's magdish the money says, as soon as I find somebody that puts me part of his Pesach, then the money should go at l'chum. Or you say a little bit different. The money becomes neschal on the behemoth. So it means that part of the behemoth, let's say 100th of it, goes out l'chum, and then the hegdish of the money is chal on that part of the animal. Let's say the hand of the animal goes out l'chum, and I give him $100. The $100 makes the kedusha of the $100 gets transferred to the hand, and now the person can keep the $100, do whatever he wants with it, because the kedusha was nitpas already on the hand that he just bought. He says, I'm paying for it, so it means the kedusha of the money should be chal on the hand, and now the money is chol. That's two pshatim here. I wrote it down here. Pesach yetzel l'chum. Made the yochel zal l'chala amoas hegdish al habehema. Shia beguf habehema. And moas hegdish mekoram rasha yetzel. Manafik menein. What's chaps nafik menein? Hefish kuf man le peschoi. Behemna oisay chamisham. So he gave him only $50. $50 worth of animals. In time yetzel l'chum l'chayze kadosh sha'amos hegdish hem. What does it mean? The guy took $100 bill and he says this should be for Pesach, should be Kaddish. So if you say it's a Tanai, as soon as I find something, the money goes out the Chum. Okay. So as soon as he found somebody to give him a part of his Pesach, the money goes out the Chum, and that's it, no problem. The other shita is no. It's the money, the Kedushas of the money becomes a schal on the Pesach. But since he only has a part that's worth $50, that's the amount of Pesach that he's buying now. So only $50 can be in his chal. The other 50 still stays Kaddish. What's going to be? That doesn't work. Let's say the guy says, I'm your friend, I'm letting you come on. So for sure, the way it works is that nothing is yoitzel l'chum. It's just the guy says, "Come, you can join us." So we see even in the case when the guy's magdish was, another part of the animal goes out l'chum. It doesn't work that way. Because here for sure it can't work that way by matana. If it goes out l'chum, what makes it kaddish again? The guy has no money to make it kaddish. So it doesn't work with a mechanism that's yosel l'chum. It just simply works because the din is that the guy's only magdish up to a certain point of time. Once he finds a partner, the money should be pokam elov, and the behema always stays Kaddish, and there's always a makom to be a man of somebody else on it. That's it. It's not because the Pesach goes out l'chum. And the Rabban Amish ain't yoytze l'chum because we Kaddish. You can also see it from a different words of the Rabban. Where do we see that? It says in the Mishnah in Masechta Temura, nothing like ksofim meri v'torm. The halacha is mitorm. The esnan is only a davar that's Kaddish itself. You give an animal, then that animal you cannot bring on mizbeach. That becomes necessary. It's an esnan because it's mnikra on mizbeach. How about Muslim Mikdashim? If you gave her as an esnan a hagdish, let's say he has a shlom, it says take it for esnan, because it's not chal on Mikdash. So the question is, how does the happen here? How can he give her something that's kaddish already? It's not shaykh to esna. If it belongs to the mizbeach, how can we give it away to somebody? So if Shlokish explains, he tells her, look, because of this znos, I'm giving you a gift. You become part of my Pesach. You become part of my chagiga. Oh, and that means he's giving her actually something. But hado amish and yetzel chum chazikot. Item yetzel chum chazikot. She also should esna. So again, here is the opposite problem. Why taka does the Torah say it doesn't become aser? He's answering me that talking about a Pesach. A Pesach you could actually give away even after it becomes Kaddish. But if you don't like the Mahalach, that it goes out l'chum, and there's something that happens now, that when she gives me this money or her service as an esnan, that's when it's called something a fresh kedusha on it. She's buying off now a part of the Pesach, and then we say the Pesach becomes Kaddish. So, but the Ikka point is to understand that it goes out l'chulin. That's a stress. A second before he gives her the esnan for a Pesach, that one split second goes out l'chulin. So the ibazoi, if that happens to the animal, so he has a right to give it to her as an esnan. He says, look, I'm selling it to you for your esnan, and now she become kodesh again, but it's his. Elamai say no, it does not go out l'chulin b'chlal, and not it goes out l'chulin, and the money somehow becomes paka ve'elav. No, it doesn't go out l'chulin. I'm sorry, it stays kodesh. It stays kodesh. And how? Yeah, and just opposite. The money is pakam enough. That's what happens. It goes out, does not go out l'chum. Just the din is that I have a right to give you part of this carbon or this pesach, and the money becomes nifka from itself. It doesn't have to work only because part of the animal goes out l'chum. It can work without that. It stays kaddish the whole time, and the money is pakam enough. That's what the Gemara is pushing now. So the Gemara answers, "Pasalash and Vikshalichas the Yadid Klum." The Nes Mishim Esnan the Choshev Hanoah Gav Muda Hanoah. V'chanam the Choshev Esnan. The Gemara says a different svar. Lo'ilam Eimalach that actually goes out l'chulin and actually gave her a part of this animal that Aifa was taka. Why taka do we say that it does not become Asher al Esnan? Why shouldn't it be like a regular l'chulin animal that he gave her? Because it's not considered a real Hanoah. Essence only gives her a real gift. This is not considered a gift. So the Xeris Akasa is not that you're not giving her. You are giving her because you only have an ownership in it. It goes like the chulin, you have an ownership and you're actually giving her the chulin that you think. But this is not considered a good matana. Because when mudar no, it's allowed to be you're allowed to makar for that person is karbanas. It says makar of kina zav makina yelda sleich sleich the other klum it's considered like nothing. He didn't gain any benefit. Just like Muda Noah, it doesn't consider like he gained a benefit. The fact that he got the carbon on his name. The same here, the fact that I gave her a Pesach is not considered a benefit. When Meila doesn't become Osel to Esnam. That's a pshat. But Vada, we could say that it goes out l'chum. One says that this is still could be true that it goes out l'chum, and the money that's Kodesh becomes a schal on that part that went out l'chum. So this is the end of that Samach Amar.